Uh, Back, ladies and gentlemen, to our final matchup of the night. We've got the Premier League Spectre versus the Wizards. And definitely, who the Spectre have a chance to come back here and take the division title if they go to 4-1, force it to tiebreakers, or outright if they get a 5-0. My name is Wolf Alone. I am joined by T-Bone Jones. How's it going, T-Bone?
What's going on? Yeah, I figured I'd give Rio a break, hop in here for the last game that will be streamed of the regular season. Season 9, right?
Wow.
Yeah, Season 9. I'm so excited. Premier League. It's a good matchup. Spectre and Wizards. I was just looking at over all the players' MVPRs. They're all over 5 MVPR, all of them for the season. It's insane. So this is definitely going to be a very interesting match here. As you said, the Spectre, if they take it 5-0, they'll win the division and go to the playoffs. So this is a very important game for them. Otherwise, the Wizards pretty much have it. So here we go, game 1.
And all the Wizards need to do is just pull out 2 games here, and the division is theirs. So definitely, both teams have a lot to play for here, and I can't wait to see how it plays out. But it's early pressure by the Wizards from Smurf. But it's going to be Els getting the clear way, but met by Scape.
Yeah, Zava with a nice clear going all the way to the back, but Smurf managing to push it off to the side. Els gets a nice shot on. Scapegoat is there to put it away, though. Zava now looking for the shadow. Instead, gets a good 50, but Smurf is there in the midfield. Looking for a double touch. Can he get it? It's on, and he gets it in there. What a shot.
And what a touch here from Smurf. Just gets the soft touch, and it bounces down and up, and mostly for when people expect those double tap. That took a weird bounce off the post there, and thankfully for the Wizard, it went right on in, and they pick up the first goal of the series. But such a great shot coming out there from Smurf to get the bounce shot, because most defenders are not going to be able to expect that or even save it.
Yeah, I noticed Els was just kind of sitting in net. He was just kind of sitting in the back. I don't think he was expecting that shot to bounce back in. So definitely a great shot there. And now Wizards, the minute down, have the lead. Not what the Spectre are hoping for their playoff chances here, but we'll see. Plenty of time for them to come back. Smurf now looking to throw another one on, and he gets it just behind Els, increasing that lead by yet another goal.
And L is just looking to try and maybe roll that up the corner there. Unfortunately, it bounces out perfectly for Smurf, and Smurf is able to put it right behind, make sure it goes right on in. And Spectre now down 2-0 just a minute in. And Wizards looking very strong so far here in this opening minute. And add another to it, Smurf with the hat trick in 75 seconds.
Oh my goodness, what a play by Smurf. He is going all out. He wants to make sure that he secures that playoff spot for the Wizards. Insane.
I think Smurf is smurfing. No, I know it may be Premier League, but we might need a new salary check on him. I don't know.
Yes.
But regardless, Smurf coming out shooting hot with the red hand of fire. And the Wizards are up 3-0 with just 90 seconds here into game number 1. And they're on possession again, but a great challenge by Zavas in the midfield.
Els trying to pass it out here. Zava managing to stop it and keep it in the Wizards' half. Els again staying in the midfield. Spectre's rotations are on point right now. That's going to go out in front of the net. Smurf manages to stop it. Gets a nice recovery, but Els is just too quick to it on the wall. Zava with a nice shot. Scapegoat blocking it. Els has an open net here. Smurf gets the block there again. The Wizards having to play defense and managing it. The Spectre just throwing shot after shot, but the Wizards don't seem to care. Now they're on the attack here. Scapegoat looking to pass it out. Els with a nice clear out. Scapegoat having to run back now. Stops it in the midfield. Going for a shot here. Just a little too fast. And finally, Scapegoat, someone else besides Smurf, gets to get a goal.
And just a great shot here with that flip cancel by Scapegoat. Gets all the power behind that ball. And just as we're approaching halftime, Wizards are up 4-0. And for the Spectre, in order for them to make playoffs, all they have to do is win this series here. But Wizards are going to try and look to play here. And
what?
Scapegoat trying to style on it.
What was that
just missed
shot?
that wide.
Oh, man.
I
Oh, that
wish
was
went
insane. Oh no! Great pass from Smurf, but then he accidentally blocks it, kind of gets in the way there. And now the Spectre on the offense. Great clear from Smurf, though. He manages to make up for his mistake. Scapegoat now looking to pass, but Smurf gets demoed in the midfield. It looks like the Spectre are done with Smurf. They're just done with him. Just get him out of there so they can open something up and try to make a comeback here. Scapegoat putting another one on. Oh my goodness, the Wizards are just running away with this one.
And Wizard definitely have the hot hand here. A great pass by Smurf off the back wall. L's not able to react to that. And Scapegoat splitting the defenders, finds the back of the net here. And Wizard just coming out very hot here in the first game. And for the Spectre, you know, it may be time to just place this game behind you, but you definitely need some goals for momentum, just so the Wizards aren't keeping you shut out over these 5 minutes, and then some.
Yeah, absolutely. The Wizards coming on strong, but if the Spectre can find even 1 or 2 goals here in the last minute and a half, that'll definitely help out in the upcoming games as Els has a chance here. Gets a nice flick, but Smurf barely making the save there. Just got enough of a touch on it. Zava keeping it in the Wizards' half, but Smurf not letting it go in front of the goal. Clearing that out to the midfield. Scapegoat's not ready for it, though. He was ready for that pass from Els, though. He managed to read Els perfectly. Zava now using all of his boost to just try to force the ball towards the Wizards' net. Scapegoat getting an awkward touch out of the corner there. Everyone kind of missing the ball there. Everyone faking everyone else out. Almost a goal there from Els, but the Wizards' defense is just too good.
And Wizards defense so far, as we're approaching 45 seconds, almost the point of no return here for the Spectre. 6 saves, a savior medal from each of the Wizards players, and they're just looking to be red hot. Maybe the Spectres just need a little bit of a game to warm up here, so they for in the future. But right now, this Wizard are more than fine with this result here. 5-0 in game number 1 so far. But here's a chance for the Spectre, but just like that, Smurf's right on the ball and gets it out of the way.
Yeah, they, like you said, they have 6 saves, but that, oh no, open net for Scapegoat. He's just going to kind of style that one in. Almost gets it saved. Trying too hard to go for the style points. Luckily for them, luckily for him, it does go in, but he almost managed to get it saved. But man, 6-0 in game 1. Spectre are, yeah, they just got to put this one behind him. What I was going to say is 6 saves for the Wizards, but that doesn't tell the whole story of their defense, as they're also getting saves off the backboard and all kinds of other things. Oh my God, another one. They just won't stop.
And, you know, maybe they'll set up for the Brazil, you know, let the Spectre have one, but the Wizards are just looking on fire. You know, 7 goals on 10 shots, 3 for 3 for Smurf, 4 for 7 for Scapegoat. Like, this is an insane...
There it is!
And there
it is!
It gets put in the chat, score 1 by Scapegoat. And Thomas is just like, yes, please, I'll take a goal. I don't care that it's for the Brazil, but I will take that goal. Very casually.
Beautiful, beautiful sportsmanship here from the Wizards. They just wanted the Brazil. Scapegoat telling them to just score 1, letting him have one, just so we could have the Brazil, which I appreciate, because out of all the games I've ever casted, I've never casted a Brazil. So, you know, it feels good that my MLE mainstream debut, I got to cast a Brazil for my very first game. So thank you guys for that. But man, the Wizards coming out. I mean, if I remember correctly, Scapegoat, I think, is a 17.5 salary. Is that right?
17.5, and I believe Smurf might also be up there as well. I'd have to take a look myself, so I'm not entirely sure. But
yeah, the Wizards definitely putting out.
Came out hot.
Yeah, they're putting out their number 1 roster for sure, just to make sure. I mean, they're already in the lead by a decent amount, but they want to absolutely secure that spot. So they're definitely throwing out their best. And, you know, I assume Spectre is doing the same. I'm not entirely sure of their entire roster, but, you know, I didn't notice any crucial mistakes on the Spectre's on the Spectre's part there. They just they were throwing the shots at the net, but the Wizards just save after save after save. They just would not let anything go in until the very end, where they did let one go in.
And what it mainly came down to in the end is, for the Spectre, it was they were just getting outpaced time and time again by the Wizard. And really, that's what led to the goals, is just not being as fast to the ball where was the Spectre team. But here, the Wizards already starting off quick with a nice little team play, gets a shot out of it, but Els is able to get the ball out and away.
Man, and these Premier players, they just blow my mind every time. They're always like so quick up to the ball, hitting it like way up there. You see that happening like all the time in the midfield, on defense, everywhere. And every time I'm like, what? How do you even do that with like no boost? But man, they managed to do it. Oh, nice demo from Smurf there. Only has one to beat, but he can't get it past him. Nice save from Zava. Scapegoat now looking to do something fancy. Gets it past one. Can he follow up? No, Zava is there in the net. Els now taking it. Following up on his own touch. Pushing it way into the Wizards' half. Getting another one out. Trying to pass it out to his teammate, but Smurf is there. Gets another touch off the wall. Both of Spectre on the same side of the field. Their net is wide open. Shot goes very wide, though. Els now looking to dribble this one. Can't quite get the flick. Scapegoat pushes him a little too early. Zava now awkward and just isn't able to get the save.
And an awkward challenge coming out from Zava, just right in an awkward place, just not able to find contact with the ball. Scapegoat will, and he'll find the shot there. And that is 1-0 to the Wizard.
Yeah, Wizards taking a lead here, but not nearly as, so far, not nearly as dominating as they were in game one. So the Spectre, you know, have a much better chance in this game, I think, and with still plenty of time to come back. They just need one goal to tie it up here, so we'll see what they manage to do. Zava gets a shot on net, but it's a little too slow. Smurf manages to save it. He's going to take it up the wall now. Els blocks it. That might be on target. Oh my god, what? What was that?
And just a great challenge from Els. Gets the recovery and then just finds the Doomsy dish there with the Dominus. Gets that top shelf, and such a great goal coming out from Els. Gets the tying goal. And 1-1, but Wizard off kickoff have the chance, but a great challenge to keep that away from them into the corner. And now it's Smurf on the ball.
For the first time in the series, Spectre are feeling pretty good here. They have a tie game, definitely have a good chance. Smurf looking to take this up. Oh, nope, he's going to let Scapegoat take it, who just lightly hits it in front of the net. None of the Spectre decide to charge. Scapegoat now gets it over one. Els is last man back, manages to clear it off to the side. Gets it over Smurf. He has an open net.
What a touch.
Zava lets it go, lets Els have the MVPR, and now the Spectre have the lead.
And that was a great recovery from Els off the back wall. Gets it over that last defender and catches this Wizard team out of position, and Spectre take the lead here. A little bit of banter going between the two teams right now for talking about goal of the week, but how it is now is Spectre 2-1 up here in game number 2, so definitely a great recovery after that crushing defeat in game 1. And definitely this is what we wanted to see from the Spectre as a response.
Yeah, absolutely. They are kind of in a do-or-die situation here. You know, they need... Oh my god, Zava! The Spectre are firing back hard here in game 2.
And just great boost control here coming out from Zava. Sees where Smurf is, can go for the double tap, can go for just the straight shot. Sees where Smurf is, places it over, and finds the back of the net. And that's 3-1 in favor of the Spectre. And such a great turnaround coming around. And now it is Spectre on the attack once again. It's a 2v1. That's a pass up to Els, but Smurf gets out in the way.
Yeah, as I was saying, you know, they need to win the next 4 in a row, the Spectre do, if they want to force a tiebreaker. I'm not sure who takes the tiebreaker. Oh my god, another one from the Spectre. They won't let me talk. They just keep scoring. They're doing to the Wizards what the Wizards did to them just one game ago.
And just a great pass there from Zava. Makes it awkward for that last defender. And for the Spectres to make playoffs, I've been reading Twitch chat here and there, and the Spectre 4 in order to try and force tiebreakers, but 3 just to make playoffs.
Okay, so they do only need... Okay, gotcha. Yeah, so they might... Are you saying 3 games could be a wild card? Is that the situation? Something like that? Oh, Wolf Alone is gone for a minute. We'll talk about that in a minute. Spectre still keeping the pressure up, looking for another shot here. Gets saved by Scapegoat. Zava missing the touch, leaving the net open. That's just an unfortunate miss there from the Spectre. You know, you hate to see it. Happens every once in a while. Yeah, Zava there. I think he just wanted an extra touch, but just barely missed it.
And just
Ball
an unfortunate
thrown in
touch
there.
Yeah. Coming out from Zava, just looking to find that second one and just not, and then Scapegoat just capitalizing, punishing, just as pretty much you have to do in order to get back. And what a pinch there coming out from Els, but it's Scapegoat up first the ball, gets a great touch, but it's going to be met by Zava, and he gets it right down to Zels. That was dangerous. And
Wizards
Spectre
definitely
still
looking to come back here. They're not down by too much. Oh, a double tap by Zava! Not letting the Wizards come back. What a shot.
And a great setup by Els. Gets a great doink there off the back wall. And Zava finds the bottom corner there for the shot. And it's 5-2 in favor of the Spectre. We've got 1:09 remaining.
Definitely not impossible for the Wizards to come back, but it's going to be very tough. Although this kickoff going in favor of the Wizards. Nice pass out to Smurf. Oh, I think that was a bit of an own goal there from Zava, but just in case, Smurf was there to finish it off.
And a great pass out middle puts Zava in an awkward position. And it looks like Zava actually did end up getting that touch out and away, but Smurf able to come in on it, find it, and still down by 2 a minute. They can definitely do this, especially with how explosive we saw the offense from this Wizard team here in game number 1.
Yeah, we'll see if they manage to turn that offense. They get the nice demo on the Spectre defense there with the nice bump to finish it off. Now they're only down by 1. What a play from the Wizards.
And El is just caught in an awkward position there. Scapegoat just gets a nice bump there off the ball and then just goes right back to the ball and is just like, I will just slot this in right here. And just like that, 1 goal separates these 2 teams. And just about 20 seconds ago, it was almost a 3-goal advantage here. So the Wizards definitely able to strike hard, strike quick. But it's now on to the Spectre to just hold on to this lead.
Oh, nice save there.
From Zavas.
Yeah, what a great read. All of the momentum the Spectre have gained is now lost, and they're probably going to be looking to regain that. Nice defense there. Missed the ball, but Els was there to finish it off. Bit of a fake there from Scapegoat. Oh, and a nice bump from Zava. He's just bullying Smurf in the backfield. 8 seconds left. The Wizards need to make something happen. Not a great flick from Smurf there, but Scapegoat keeps it up. He's going to throw it down in front of the net. Zava clearing it away. Smurf keeping it up, passing it out. Can they do it with 0 seconds left? No. Oh, the Spectre take game number 1, but that came down to the last, or game number 2, but that came down to the last seconds there.
And that was such a close set of sequences there in the end. Wizards coming so close to just pulling that right back. But the Spectre came in. They came out with a very strong opening going up to that 5-2 lead. And were able to hold on to that. So such a strong showing. 5 goals on those 7 shots. Met with the 2 saves from the Wizards. Wizards 8 shots, 3 saves, 4 goals. So it could have been almost very close there to being just 5-5. But thankfully for it, we've got here ourselves a series. And Spectre just need 3 for the wild card, 4 for the division, as chat is so often to remind me.
Yes.
I'm looking at UC squared. But here we are going into a game 3. And really, I feel like whoever can win this game has a lot of momentum to potentially take the rest of the series with it. It's 1-1. You know, and in order for the Spectres to try and claim the series, they need 2 more. So getting a win here would really help with that.
Yeah, absolutely. And if they play like they did last game, you know, they got maybe just a little bit sloppy there at the end of game 2. But if they manage to keep up the aggression and the pressure they had in the beginning of game 2, getting a win will be no problem. And that was a great kickoff from the Spectre there, starting off. Keeping it in the Wizards half is Els. Smurf now gets it past both of them, tries to put it on net, but it goes just a little wide. Scapegoat now gets it past one, but Zava's there to clear it away. Smurf hitting it off of the back wall, going for the 50 on the wall. L's following it up, but Scapegoat is just a little too quick. Zava now having to take it in front of his own net. It's a little dangerous. Zava wins the 50. L's using all of his boost to shoot the ball. Just a little too slow, kind of floats out. Smurf with a great pass to Scapegoat now. Zava stopping the flick. Nice block there from Spectre. LS now gets the flick over, and that's going to go in. Spectre take the early lead.
And a great flick there coming out from L. Smurf coming up to try and assist Scapegoat there, trying to keep the ball in the half. Els reads it all day, flicks it over, finds the back of the net. And Spectre strike first here, 1-0, game number 3.
Spectre definitely coming out just as strong as they did in game 1 so far. See if they manage to keep it. Smurf going for an air dribble in his own half. Wins the 50, but Zava's there to hit it off to the side. Both teammates on low boost, both going for the same boost. Zava now having to defend in his own net while Els looks for some boost. Els trying to challenge here. Passes it out in front of his net. Zava misses the challenge. Oh, great ceiling pass there, but Zava manages to stop it. The defense on the Spectre is definitely coming out now here in game 3. Smurf taking this one up the corner, hitting it out. Zava reading it off the wall. Scapegoat stopping it. Zava also stopping it. The net is open. Oh, but Smurf gets a crucial demo on Els, and now the net is open. Scapegoat just isn't fast enough to get it back. Luckily, Els spawns back in just in time. Gets a shot off. Oh my goodness, it's just back and forth, back and forth.
And such a great back and forth between these two. Here's a chance for Els, that's just wide. But this game is so much back and forth between the two right now. I can't wait to see how it does end up.
Goodness.
It's just so both teams getting so close, yes, so far. Spectre currently have the lead. That's a good save coming out from Scapegoat here. And Smurf is able to get the ball out and away, and maybe we might... Nope, it's going right back to the middle. And here's a shot. Almost gets the redirect is Smurf. And that's a good demo. And this could be a chance. It's on net. Els is caught off, and Smurf will get the open net to shoot on.
Finally, after all of that, that was like a full minute, maybe a minute and a half of just shot on one net, then going all the way to the other end, shot on that net, just nonstop back and forth. Smurf finally managing to find the back of the net to tie up the game here. We still have half of the game left to play, and if the rest of the game is going to go the same as the first half, man, I don't know if my heart can take it. Els now clearing it out. Scapegoat managing to push it off of him. He's looking for the pass out center. Gets the nice pass out. Smurf up. Just hits the crossbar, but gets the double touch in, and now the Wizards have the lead.
And a great touch here from Scapegoat. Gets it out, rolls it off the ceiling, and L is just not able to read it. And Smurf able to get that off the crossbar, has the boost, makes the adjustment, finds the back of the net, and a nice little double tap finds the lead here once again for the Wizard. And the Spectre, after holding onto that lead since early here in this game, are now finding themselves behind with just 2 minutes remaining.
Yeah, they do still have plenty of time to come back here. We'll see. Oh my goodness. Smurf coming out of nowhere. What a shot. Speedy Boy just coming in and throwing the ball in the net.
And it looked like Scapegoat was just going for the block there on the Spectre defender. Instead, it ends up being a fake. And Smurf comes in with the shot. And he finds the back of the net. And it is 3-1 now in favor of the Wizards. And the Spectre could be caught unawares. That's a great save by Els, and it's going to be followed up by Zava. Zava's could look for the double, but nothing going pair. And it's Els once again. So right back into this aggressive, just high-paced shooting from both teams.
Yeah, absolutely. And we'll just see if the Wizards defense manages. Oh my goodness, another great shot. The Wizards defense is holding. We're seeing more so what happened in game 1 here now in the last half of game 3. Not sure what happened on the Spectre there. They were both kind of on the same side of the field.
And for them, Els ends up going to challenge, and Zava's just unfortunately ends up taking the recovery and
Oh!
pushing out as well, but that's a nice little flip by Els, and he'll get at least one of the goals back here. And it's 4-2. 125 remaining. Spectre want to get back into this, but Wizards looking to hold on strong.
Yeah, only needing 2 goals in 85 seconds. I mean, that is more than doable. And if the Spectre, you know, if they kick up the aggression, maybe go for some physical plays here, they could absolutely get something going. But the Wizards defense, oh no, the shot coming out. Scapegoat finishing it off. Smurf was trying to go for some fancy play there, but decided to leave it for Scapegoat, and the Wizards widened the lead.
And just a great play there coming out from the Wizards off kickoff. See the Spectre be aggressive on the ball. Instead, Wizards pass it off, and Scapegoat gets a great touch off that side wall, and that's all they needed. Both Spectre out of position. And it's 5-2, a 3-goal lead once again, and that's going to be a little bit more of a task than you think when you're facing this Wizard team.
Absolutely. Scapegoat now pushing it up. Els coming off the wall, gets a decent clear out. He has no boost though. Zava following it up with a slow shot. Smurf is there to save it. Scapegoat taking it off the wall. Tries to get the pass out. Zava stops it. Els might finish this one off. Oh, what an unfortunate touch from Scapegoat there. Els capitalizing.
And just an unfortunate touch there from Scapegoat. Puts it right into the open wheels of Els. And he'll put that right on in. 45 seconds, 2 goals, and maybe the Spectre could do with more of that, and hopefully they can try and come back into this game. I'm really rooting for them here, and I really hope they can pull it out, but Wizards just are unrelenting here with the pressure. Here's a shielding shot from Smurf, gets the pass down, but nothing going there, but a double commit could cost the Spectre here, and Scapegoat has a double tap and will find it, but Smurf will secure the goal, as we say.
Yeah, I mean, that ball was more than likely, yeah, that ball was never being saved. Smurf just wanted the MVPR, we all know that. But Smurf does come in to finish it off. Back to a 3-goal lead here with only 23 seconds left. I don't think the Spectre are coming back, but they are fighting hard, so they definitely have a good chance in the upcoming games here. But we'll see if they can maybe regain some of that momentum in the last 15 seconds here.
And definitely so, and they're looking to play a lot faster here in these last 15 seconds. Now, Els going for that hero challenge to stop the Wizard from going for it. But here they go, a nice save from Zavas. And that will do it here, and now it's just a courtesy here, and we'll wait to see when the Wizards decide they want to put the ball down, and the Spectre can just turtle in peace as Els was wanting to do.
There we go. Yeah, Els just deciding to flip over at 1 second, but the Wizards weren't quite done with it yet. So the Wizards take game number 3, 6-3. You know, not as commanding as game number 1, but man, they were really coming out again with the saves and again with the aggression, just kind of catching the Spectre off guard a lot of times. You know, the Spectre trying to be aggressive and trying to throw the ball in, but unfortunately that leads to, you know, your net being open in the backfield. And if the Wizards can bang the ball back there, it's almost always a goal. And that's, I think, what happened a lot here for the Wizards. So not sure what the Spectre need to do because they need to be aggressive, but they also need to protect their goals. So I don't know. I mean, I feel like they're playing. I feel like everyone's playing a perfect game. I honestly I can't see anything wrong with anyone.
What I see for the Spectre is they were doing very well to get that initial lead, but as soon as they let the Wizards score, it was just how you react after the Wizards do score, because the Wizards go stronger and harder every time after they score a goal, and typically that can end into a whole goal series, just 2 or 3 more, and that's what we saw here. And the Spectre just have to be able to try and recoup, get into that rotation, and just get the ball away from their net, so that way Wizards aren't putting 6 on them when they're winning.
Yeah, definitely. You know, that's what it all comes down to a lot of time. It's just that momentum, and as soon as the Wizards get 1 goal, like you said, 4 more come in. So the Spectre just need to, I guess, I mean, when it comes down to it, that's all this game is. It's just not letting the other team score. So if they can manage to block them out, maybe only give away 1 or 2 at most, you know, oh, what a great flick. Then maybe the Spectre can, you know, actually take a game here. They're currently still only at 1 win. They need to win the next 2 here to take the wild card. So very important games from the Spectre. They cannot drop another one, so we'll see what happens here. As Smurf comes out with an early goal 30 seconds in. Oof.
Murph says no. Great flick here middle by Scapegoat. Gets it over Els, and Els just, all he can do is react to see where that shot is going to be placed, and Smurf puts it under and away from Zavas. That's an early goal here for the Wizards. That was a good kickoff there from Spectres. Thankfully, Smurf was there, right place, right time, and just gets it out and away, and that's what ends up happening if you try and put the ball in front of your net. It's dangerous, and Zavas gets punished for it.
Yeah, you know, I think he might have been trying to pass it out to Els, but Els just wasn't quick enough to it. Smurf, as we've seen in the past few games, is very fast and is there ready to throw the ball in, so it's definitely a dangerous tactic, and Smurf was able to capitalize on that. And again, Wizards have the possession. I honestly don't think the ball has been in the Wizards' half at all in the first minute of the game here. Nice pass out. Here we go. The ball finally making it to the Wizards' half. Zava trying to finish it off, but just hits the crossbar. Gets bumped back into midfield, has no boost. The Spectre are both on the same side of the field again. I think, if anything, that's probably their biggest mistake that I've seen them make a few times, is both being on the same side of the field when rotating back. And again, right there, both right next to each other. You know, they're both trying to maintain that aggression, but it's just not working out for him. Smurf getting a weird flip reset. Els taking advantage of that. Gets a nice 50. Zava now in control of the ball. Smurf getting the save. Scapegoat clearing it out. Smurf looking for the redirect, and I think he did manage. Oh, wait. Did Smurf not touch it? It looked like he did.
And Smurf versus Els in the Dominus hitbox ends up winning. Unfortunately for Els, it was also on his own net.
Yeah.
So, it does come down to a goal for Scapegoat. Smurf saying he's hit it. Psionic says no.
I thought he hit it too.
But regardless, that is a goal for the Wizards, and they're up 3-0, just a minute 40 in. So, once again, another hot start for this Wizard team, and this is not what you want if you're the Spectre.
Oh, no, unfortunate. Els looking for the pass out, but Zava was a little too close to him, wasn't ready for it in mid. Luckily for them, it does not lead to a goal. Zava keeping it right next to the goal. Els going for the aggressive shot. Luckily, Zava manages to push it out to the side. Scapegoat now looking for a ceiling shot. Gets a nice shot off, and that's going to go in. What a shot from Scapegoat.
And Scapegoat just great here. Gets the setup and just pulls off a little bit of the squishy ceiling shot, it looks like.
Yeah, I think that was a musty flick there. I think that was technically a musty flick, the way he backflipped while facing forward. I don't know. Either way, clip it. That could be the Balls Guarana play of the week for the last week in the regular season. What a shot. And now the Wizards up by 4. Great save from Smurf there. You know, I feel like I've said that a lot. The Wizards just great save after great save. And the way they save the ball, they're always in a good position to go on the counterattack. So, you know, just great positioning and great defense overall from the Wizards. Spectre now with a nice shot on net. Is that going to bounce in? No! Oh, no, it just hit the corner of the post. Scapegoat now looking to air dribble this one in. Can he get it in? No. Smurf managing to finish it off, though, and now we're back to game 1. This is basically game 1 again.
And Scapegoat does a great job getting that air dribble over, and then Zavas just gets it and tries to go for that save, but Smurf is there, and a little bit of a fake kickoff there. Here's a flick against the backboard. Zavas comes in, but that's crossbar down and away. So a bit of mind games coming out between the two teams. And unfortunately for the Spectre, they're just not hitting the net here. And instead they're hitting their teammates, and that gives a great chance for the Wizards to push up the field. But the Spectre and... Are they?
What? Oh, what a save from Zava! But Scapegoat is just too fast. I was kind of confused about that whole thing there. Smurf, I think, going for a pass, Zava saving it. Man, that's what I'm saying. These premier players
going for freestyle.
Yeah, that's kind of what it seems like.
But still a great chance there from Scapegoat and Smurf. A great save by Zavas, but unfortunately, Scapegoat just there in the right place, right time, and gets the ball away, and here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The Wizards just have the hot hand once again, just as they did in Game 1. And if this continues, the Spectre could be potentially out of the playoffs. But what a shot by Zavas with that power. And finds it all the way down.
What a shot. Great pass from Els, and Zava with the redirect, throwing that on 66 miles an hour from half field. That was an absolute banger. What a shot. Now, the question is, do we get to see another Brazil? It is set up, and it might just happen right here. There it is.
Yes, T-Bone, we get to see another Brazil. Here it is. But now, I mean, this one happens with 1:18. No goals were gifted this time. But that is a great play by Scapegoat. Cheating on the kickoff, gets a great shot. But now, will the Spectre hold on and let them score one more? Will the Wizard go for more? What's going to happen here?
I mean, at this point, it's pretty clear. I think the Wizard are going for play of the week place for sure. Spectre just trying to throw the ball into the net instead of to the side of it. Smurf now looking for another one. Zava says, no, we want to keep that Brazil. Actually, I don't think they want to keep the Brazil, but they definitely...
I don't think I've ever heard someone say that while they're on the defensive side of Brazil. I want to keep it. I mean, I've been there, but I'm also just like, nah. But two teams, it's what a show going on from this Wizard team. Is just what they're doing is insane against this, and a nice little fake coming out from Zavas all the way down the field. Great communication, and Els breaks it up.
Yeah, Zava with the nice fake, and Els threading the needle between the Wizards with another absolute banger at 70 miles an hour. What a shot. Breaking the Brazil. 5 goals in 31 seconds. Is it possible? I think technically it is, but realistically...
10 goals could have been scored. Realistically, no. And
yeah.
Especially with as time continues to wind down, it is going to be the Wizard coming out with the win here. So, I know that a lot of playoff things were going on in chat. I believe that the Demolition for a wild card needed the Wizard to win. The Wizard have won the series here as we're approaching the end of Game 4 and on to Game 5. So, it's going to be interesting to see how the rest of the playoff scenarios do end up playing out here. But we still have one more amazing game left. And the Wizards are throwing a show, but props to the Spectre for still keeping pace with them. Yes, they lost 7-2, but they're still playing fantastically.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the scoreline there, 9 shots between them, 5 shots from Zava and 4 from LS. I mean, they were throwing the ball at the net. They just weren't quite able to find the back of the net when they really needed to. So it's not for lack of keeping up, like you're saying. I believe someone said in the chat earlier, all of these players are above a 17 salary. So all of these are very, I get, in my opinion, high level GCs. I'm sure, pros or whatever, but much higher than I will ever be. And so all of these players, able to keep up with each other. It's just the Spectre not able to find the back of the net. That's really what it comes down to. And then a few, double commits or whatever.
Just being weird. I know Psionics math is hard, but Psionics, 7 goals on 8 shots, and the Spectre have 3 saves. Something doesn't add up there. But
well, we're going to get into Game 5 here.
Last game on stream for the regular season of Season 9. And here we go into it. It is going to be Smurf versus Zavas here on the kickoff. Game number 5.
The very last game of the Season 9 regular season, guys. After this, we're going into playoffs. I hope you guys are all excited. I hope we get a nice showing here for the last game of the regular season. And boom! 7 seconds in, we already have a goal.
And just a great play by Zavas here. Could try to go for the hard shot on net, but Smurf is there, and Els finds the back of the net there. And a quick goal for the Spectre.
Oh, fake kickoff from the Spectre. Scapegoat recognizing it and slowing down. Els now looking for the pass out to Zava. Zava coming off the wall. Nope, but Smurf is there. Scapegoat now has an open net. Zava's rushing back, manages to get the backflip save. Scapegoat now looking to pass out. Doesn't get the touch off the wall. Zava clearing it out. I really hope for the last game it's all just freestyles only. That's what I really want to see. The Spectre, though, are not wanting to see that. Ball is just not going to go in. There it goes. Els finishing it off. Oh, sitting a millimeter off of the goal line.
And that was such a good save from Smurf. He came from the inside of the net, off the ceiling. But unfortunately, just not enough, and the ball still finds its way into the net. And that's 2-0 in favor of the Spectre. But we've seen this before, and the Wizards weren't going for freestyles then, and now they are. So potentially, with this going on, how many goals do you think we can see? Maybe we can set an MLE record with how many goals can be scored this game.
Oh, what a bump from Smurf. Yeah, I'd love to see a 40-goal game. I want to see both teams score 20 goals each. That's what I want. I want this game to last 30 minutes. Just this one final game, because I don't ever want the Season 9 regular season to end. I'm not ready for playoffs just yet. So
the whole game goes into overtime for 10 plus minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah? Okay. Make it happen. But here's a good start for the Wizards, and that's going to be Smurf with the goal.
The first of many, 19 more to come if my prediction is correct. Els just kind of getting dunked there. Smurf staying on the ball, throwing it in. Still down, though. Wizards still down, I think, only for the second time in the series. I think the Spectre have only had the lead 2 times. One was when they won, and 2 is right now. Zava looking to throw this ball in. Gets the dunk, but doesn't finish it off. Els almost gets the ball in. Oh my God, the Wizards defense. What is happening right now? That ball was in the net, just not all the way, and the Wizards managed to throw it out. The Spectre are finding the net now. It's just that the Wizards aren't letting it go in.
I think that's the most defensive touches I've ever seen, with the ball pretty much being about 50% or more in the net. And that's a great pop there, but Els is able to get it up, pop it up higher. This could be an open net chance, but Scapegoat is there for the save. Zavas is in, and that will find its way behind Smurf. And that is a 3-1 lead for the Spectre.
What a shot from Zava. He did kind of throw the ball right at, who is that, Smurf, but it just bounced way too fast for him to react, and now, Spectre taking the lead. Still more than half the game to play, so the Wizards definitely can come back here, but Spectre coming out real strong in Game 5 here. Smurf now looking to take it down. Els clearing it away, Scapegoat waiting on the wall. Oh, nice bump from Scapegoat there, leaving Smurf an open ball to just push out. Open net to shoot on. Els gets back in time. What a save, but Scapegoat is there, ready to finish it off.
And a great play here by Smurf. Just forces Els into an awkward position, and Scapegoat is just able to come right on in, put that off of Zavas and into the net. And that's 3-2 with 2:23 remaining here in game number 5. A great game going on between these two teams. I just don't want it to end. I don't want the season to end. I mean, other than how I played, but, for casting-wise, I don't want the season to end.
Yeah, absolutely. We do still have a few weeks of playoffs, so the season's not quite over, but the regular season is. And, man, 10 weeks just flew by. Feels like just yesterday we just drafted our teams, and now they're all grown up. Half of Academy League has ranked out. And now we're here.
For real. Like, the amount of rankouts that happened this season was insane, but what is insane is how that ball still went into the net, and Zavos picks up a goal off of Smurf, then off of Scapegoat, and in the net, off of Smurf once more.
Off of Smurf again. Zava is using the Wizards against themselves, just throwing the ball. He's just like, here, Wizards can score, fine, I'll just hit the ball against them, and then it'll just go in. So
if I can't score, but the Wizards can, I'll make them score on themselves.
Exactly. Great play from Zava. Scapegoat not getting the touch he wants. Els looking to put it in. But Smurf, I believe, going for the save. Nice pass out there. Lots of demos coming out. Zava hits that off the back. Els is waiting for it. Smurf gets the 50. Zava now can finish this off. Els passing it out. Zava is there. He manages to get there. Luckily had enough boost, and now the Spectre have a 3-goal lead.
And that was just a great touch there by Els. Gets it away from Smurf, who's coming in for the save, and Zava has the boost, goes up for it, finds the touch, picks up that hat trick, but what a play coming out there for that. And the Spectre just looking very strong. I just wish we could have seen this all series. I don't know if it's, the Wizard just not taking it as seriously, knowing that they have it clinched, or the Spectre really, I would hate to put it down to that, because the Spectre really truly are just dominating this game for the first time in the series. And what another read coming out from Els. How far did he pre-jump this back from? Midfield.
Oh my goodness.
Under Smurf.
Oh, that's that long car advantage right there. Just getting to that ball nice and fast, doing a little freestyle, getting himself a hat trick. Els at over 800 points now. Zava with a hat trick of his own. 10 shots from the Spectre altogether. Absolutely insane play from the Spectre here in Game 5. Just looking to take one more game off the Wizards just for good luck.
And if you're the Spectre and you don't end up making the playoffs, what a game to end this season on, because that is amazing. But Smurf doesn't want to hear me talk about the Spectre, wants me to talk more about the Wizards. And he places a perfect shot there into the back of the net. And Wizards putting a little challenge out towards the Spectre, trying to tie it up, and then maybe some freestyling to be happy. And Spectre says no, and Els is just going to take a shot on net with 30 seconds left.
Yeah, the Wizard, they really want to force an overtime here. They want to have a freestyle overtime to finish off the regular season 9. They're in the chat trying to make it happen, but Spectre's saying, no way, dude. We're trying to score as many goals as possible. Although, it might just happen here. Oh, what a save from Els, just barely hitting it off the crossbar. Let's see what they can do here. Is this Rocket League? It's going to go off the backboard. Can they finish it off? No, so close. Oh, and that was it. Man, I was really hoping for a second that Spectre would let the OT go on. I really did want to see a freestyle OT for the last game, but great showing from both teams. Spectre absolutely coming out here in Game 5. Lots going on in the chat right now, trying to ignore it and talk about the game. Just a lot of GGs, lots of less than threes going around. Lots of Spanish for some reason.
Yeah, Spanish. And, just a lot of love going between the two teams, because that was such an amazing series between the two. I can't, and that is the end of the regular season. It is now on our way to playoffs. And I can't wait to see how that does end up coming out. But I've been Wolf Alone. I've been joined by T-Bone Jones here for this game, and
That's
Rio
me.
for the other two. And this has been such a great end to season 9 here in week 10. We'll see you all in the playoffs. Have a great night, everyone.
Later.